Alright, cool, let's see. Can everyone hear me okay? See, the thing is, I still had to, like, tinker around with some sound settings here and there, and I do hope that everything is sounding loud and clear and concise, I guess, if that is a word that I can pick. Basically because I saw yesterday that even with those tweaks that, the interwebs and Reddit were telling me to do, that actually made things worse. So I did some other things, and hopefully things sound a little bit more okay, a little bit more detailed, crisp, all those kind of thingamajigs.
Thinking of a name, I guess.
Wait, start thinking of a name. What for? But Chris, thank you so very much for the sub, though. I really appreciate it. But do take care of yourself first and foremost, okay? What do you mean a name? Wow, Chris, fucking... Nope. No, we're not doing that. But I do appreciate it, though. I do appreciate the sub, though. I appreciate all of you tuning in, and thank you so very much for tuning in. Let's see. I see Ninja, Chris, Hack, Stein, Double O, Muckshiro, Dude, Phantom. Let's see here. Yeah, what's up? How do things be? By the way, I got myself some Wild Assault. Apparently it is on sale. And again, I did enjoy the game. Because... did enjoy, partially. Partially enjoyed the game because the gunplay in that is actually really satisfying. Bullshit part is just that you're fighting more against boss than anything else. Then I was thinking, I could still see this game as somewhat of a more vivid target practice game, and that's how I'm gonna see it. And I feel like lowering my standards for games is gonna make me enjoy shitty games more, and therefore I'm like, yeah, I can do that with Wild Assault. And again, like the gunplay in Wild Assault kind of feels satisfying, like it's in Helldivers, like how satisfying the gunplay is. But here in this case, instead of the aim or the realistic aim that you have in Helldivers, that it takes a while for your gun to be aligned with whatever you're looking at. Here, just, instant. Again, the gunplay in the game is still satisfying, though. Now, because it is still early access, I'm still kind of worried that it is going to be laggy as hell, which it probably will be. I'm also kind of curious, what other games would be on sale? I'm not gonna get this game, though, I think. So maybe... And we'll see. There's a lot of games in my wish list right now. From what I can tell, like not the vast majority, but a good chunk of it is like two Metroidvania games, which look really cool. Have I heard of Voop Chat? Yes, I have. It's basically like Omegle, but then for VTubers, yes. Do you ever plan on trying it? Probably not. I'll say it, Alanta, what's up? Right now I'm a bit up for anything in terms of games. I did oversleep, so that is my bad. But I also, I had a little bit of a nightmare. It's not really a nightmare, but more like a, oh shit kind of dream. in a sense of like I was dreaming that I overslept. Go figure. That I overslept, and it was already Saturday, right? I mean, I wish that it was, but it was already Saturday, and I was like, did I wake up yesterday? Did I go to work yesterday? And then I checked my phone, like in my dream, I checked my phone to see if I was like clocked in, and I wasn't. The reason why I went like, oh shit, in that dream is because yesterday at work, I talked to my my team leader, not my team leader, more like the chef basically, or chief of the night chef basically. Like he's a very chill dude, right? Like I can vibe with him a lot. We talk about games like almost all the time, so it's really chill. And like I was asking like, hey, when can I see? Yeah, manager. There we go. When I asked him, like, hey, like, when am I going to get like a contract from you guys? Because it's almost that time. It's almost that time of the year. And he was saying like, yeah, it should be sometime soon. And then he also said, like, we are really positive about you. You do really well. You do extremely well. Everyone likes you, stuff like that. And then he said also a little bit of a negative point about me, which is true, that you need to be careful with the amount of times that you're sick. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm very much aware of that. But the amount of times that I was sick, like, was one time where it was like a week. And then other times it was like maybe a day tops, like in some random weeks. So like in total, I was maybe like sick 3 times or something like that. Those were always for very short periods of time. That was like the only thing, because other colleagues have mentioned how other people, like when they get sick, it's for a very long time, like for almost months on end. It was like someone that was gone for like 2 months or something like that. And they were still like, back and like nothing happened, which is like, okay, like something serious probably, hopefully happened. But no. Thing is, I always had a doctor's note though. And, yeah, like, it's not that I'm trying to. I'm not trying to be intentionally sick or something. But yeah, I hope that I will be getting that contract fee. I will definitely need that quote-unquote raise. But it's not necessarily a raise because, like, the money that I earn currently, like, I earn 1,800 per month now. And that will change, like, the moment that I have a contract officially with the company itself. But there's still a large part of that goes to the taxes, right? So what happens is, with me earning this quote-unquote little, there's about, like, let's say 400-ish euros per month that is going to taxes that I'm not seeing. So normally by the end of next year, it shouldn't be that big, so that should be good. But hey, the Sinister, what's up? At the moment, I'm currently just vibing. Let's vibe for a little bit. And usually the people that I tell that to are collectively shitting their pants for another 5 hours that we usually vibe for. But I'll say to Andrew, what's up? Oh yeah, I've been thinking about that. Like every time that there's going to be a new update, oh boy, prepare your booty holes for yet another session of fixing mods. Oh, come on, Chris. It could be fun. You could play with us. You can play some League of Legends with us. All right, cool. I'm currently checking on some things. I just want to see. You're gonna play Time Splitters? I'm not entirely sure. It depends on what people would like to see. So maybe, let's have a look-see. There we go. The poll is up. So Oh, by the way, like, I'm seeing people on Twitter just losing their shit. Like, again, I just have to go past that anyway. But apparently Twitch has added the option to gift how many subs? 1,000 or something like that in one go. That I'm thinking, is that a good idea? I mean, then people are losing their shit because they're like, oh no, they're gonna do that and then backcharge and whatever else. Like, dude, at that point, when that happens and you have, evidence of this thing, of it happening, of someone being that crazy to actually do that, to which I'm thinking, they can't really do that. They can't really charge you back. They can do so, but they're gonna get in trouble and their money is still gonna be, it's still gonna be sent to you, so... Yeah, basically, like, I feel like it's kind of stupid to do so, to be doing that through subs. I mean, sure, more people will see, but honestly, who the hell checks their notifications anyway on Twitch? Alright, cool. It would seem that people would like to play some time splooters. Let me see. Where's time splooters? Time sploosh. Right, okay, I'm actually kind of curious of something. I wonder what happens if I host from the EU to an A server. I might want to try that. I mean, apparently I still have 0 ping, so we'll see. We'll put that to the test. Alright, cool. If people want to join in, you know the drill, but this time it's on NA. As far as I know, it should be West, whatever the first option is. Okay, at least now I'm 100% sure.
Two, one, go!
Wait, if 0 online games show, like none of them reboot the game. Okay, allow me to look in the thing here in the Discord. Just gonna have a look-see. Oh, okay. Apparently the servers are down, and it would look like they use the Epic Game services for their servers, so this would mean that they use, well, Epic servers for like a host, well, not hosting, but how we said is like allowing the connections to go through. I mean, all those servers like NA, EU, and all West, Central, East, and all that kind of stuff is done through Epic Game services. So indeed, no time splitters then. All right, but I am confident to say though that I have unlocked basically all the important characters. Like everyone else is just gonna be a clone or something. But I'm happy with my nurse, so hooray for that. So we got the nurse, and then Joe Beth also made it in. You know, which is really nice. There's still some other characters that would be funny to see again. So I guess we'll figure it out on how that goes. See, I keep telling you guys, every time that I want to play a video game, sometimes or something has to go wrong. Also, allow me to test something then in the meantime. The thing do be loading, so just a second. I'm gonna try this here game. Hang on, but I still need to change some settings here and there, so give me just a sec. Because it's running in shit resolution. I'm also gonna mute the sound of the game for just a bit because you know how games are in the beginning. They're always like ear blastingly loud. Give me just a second to set the settings, and then I'm just gonna try and see how the game is now. Also, wait, this is not a game. Great, I saw that yesterday. Apparently, like I've had this game for quite a while, but I've never played it. You know, one of those times where you're like, oh, there's a game on sale, I'm gonna install it. Basically, same thing as Wireless Assault, but there's another thing. Have you guys heard of a game called Body Cam? That is another game that I'm actually kind of interested in because one of the issues that the game had is a lot of performance issues, but there's been a very recent update, as in yesterday, where performance and like processing wise things are a lot smoother. And apparently there's also a new zombie mode. It's a very hyper realistic shooter game, and I might try it. Now that with this update, with all the performance things now being ironed out, with this here update, I might actually have a look-see at it. I'm actually gonna see, is it on sale too? It is, okay. It is also on sale. It's now 26 euros instead of 33, although when or how much did I pay for it? I forgot. Well, something on sale was not that much, but yeah, it's a very hyper-realistic kind of shooty bang-bang game. I know, Zero, I know we're not playing the game just yet, so... Also, what the fuck? We cannot connect to the Steam servers, what do you mean? In the meantime, yeah, let's just stick on this screen and some music in the background while I try to set things up. In the meantime... Beheaded Chunker, what's up? Welcome in. Dude, what the hell? So I cannot play Wild Assault either because I cannot connect to online as well. Like, is the vast majority of the online stuff now borked or something? What the hell's with today? Yeah, no, I can't connect. So apparently... Yeah, I'm not the only one. Okay, I just joined the Discord of Wild Assault, and it's also a thing. So, well, what else are we? What else? What else will work? What else will not work? Well, let's just say that I may or may not have a tiny bit of a plan that may or may not work. I am using my high-speed interwebs to get something installed here. Marvel Rivals, fucking never. No, we're not gonna bother with that. Unless they make Black Widow actually useful, then yeah, well, sure, I'll play. Not only that, okay, even then, let's say, even if they would buff Black Widow, they still have to know for everything else, though. Not everything. Spider-Man, Black Panther, auto-aim bullshit, but they're never gonna do that. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Is that the reason why Fluffing was... Well, Fluffing and Muxhiro were gifting subs? Because there's a gift sub sale thingy going on right now? Hello to Sleepless. Thank you so very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I do hope that you're having a wonderful day. What's up? How do things be? Sorry, I'm currently trying to get some kind of a game going, so I'm currently checking in with this here game, and hopefully it works. Well, the thing is, Splitter's Rewind is extremely fun. Sadly enough, though, the thing is, online is currently exploded because servers don't seem to be working. Oh yeah, definitely. Dude, if they do the story mode for Future Perfect, I wonder how they're gonna do that. I mean, it is in the pipeline, I guess, but how would they do it? All right, let's try this then. At least this should work. Hopefully it's not laggy, but we'll see how it performs. Okay, cool. Hopefully things are okay now. How do things look? Well, look for now on the stream. Ow, that was loud. Well, guns are supposed to be loud, but...
Why were you dehydrated? Why are you dehydrated? Why are you dehydrated?
I probably misclicked on something, but indeed, body cam. Now the question is... game? What the fuck was that music anyway? Would very much like to leave this fucking... Oh, never mind. Thank you. What do you mean, still not what I expected? Zambos? Zambos has been a thing for quite a while, actually, in the game. But apparently they did some, updates, to which the performance should be doing better. And I kind of want to see, like, how far I can push the graphics without lagging myself too much. Are we in a cathedral? Cathedral music, please? Yes, I love it. How do I equip weapon? I still have weapons. Where are my weapons? I'm pressing buttons, but nothing's happening. I'll take it, okay? Wait a minute, this thing is used in fucking Demonologist. I know this map. By the way, what do you guys think of this game? Like, does it run okay on stream as well? But this is so hyper-realistic, though. I mean, I could run this game if I wasn't streaming, like on the maximum graphics, it would run fine, but with streaming, not so much. Also, look, heck, we got your favorite gun, the Kovishnnikov, as you keep calling it. Well, I got one shot out. I still don't know who this guy is. Belgian Max. Oh, he's from Belgium, apparently, but... who the hell is this guy? Probably a rando that joined the lobby. Oh, oh my god, what is this name, though? You don't wanna know what this means. Oh, yes, absolutely. We need to jump out of a plane to play airsoft. Yeah, Chris, it means licking.
Welcome to the gun game. For every one kill, the weapon changes. The first to kill with all the weapons wins.
The walkie slow aim, though. I'm not gonna lie though, that was actually fun. Who needs airsoft? We have airsoft at home.
Gun game. For every one kill, the weapon changes. The first to kill with all weapons wins.
fucking dude, that's all was there. I do it. I heard it. I knew it. But of course, at the end. But yeah, it's fun though. Like, dude, this would be really fun to play with people. Of course, like this game is quite heavy. I'm not sure if like what the minimum requirements are of this game, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it at least runs okay on stream. So that's another game that we can occasionally play just for shits and giggles. But how does it look for you guys? Like, is it really for you guys that hyper realistic, or like for me, it plays just like any kind of shooter game, to be honest. Like, of course, the aiming is a little bit more like precise, kind of. Of course, there's like no reticle or anything or crosshair. So I mean, I don't know why, but it kind of gives me like Call of Duty World at War vibes in the sense of that there's no flashy kind of things going on. Like, how would I say it? That no flashy, you know, flips and shit or anything. You barely see like any of the HUD. It's just you and the enemy players, and just visually what you need to look at, and you know, stuff like that. Like no HUD, no health bar, no, you know, I like that. I mean, you can still teabag, so at least that counts. You know, I like this though. Like again, it's just like no aim assist kind of thing. It's again, it's trying to replicate like real combat. You know, like no fancy HUDs or icons above a player that you know, like that's a player. Like you actually have to distinguish, like, is this a player or not? I keep hitting these shots though. It's really satisfying to be, you know, sniping people from across the map, whether Desert Eagle, mind you, without any aim assist or crosshairs or scopes or anything like that. I do wonder, what are the minimum requirements of this game? Let me go look-see. What do you guys think of the game? Like, it's cool. I like the concept. It's very fun. Minimum thing, let's see. Yeah, minimum though, what you need is, yeah, your PCs will be exploding at this point. Hey there, Quan, what's up? Were you just playing some body cam just like in the meantime to just like mess around a bit with games and stuff like that? But you need a AMD Ryzen 7 at least, or Intel Core i7 processor. So yeah, anyone that has an i5, don't try it. And then for the graphics minimum is also at least NVIDIA 2070. So no, it's not gonna be working. I mean, then again, like, it's expected to be something like that because of, you know, the hyper-realism of this game. Like, that's the whole point, right? I feel like that's the whole point of why the graphics or the requirements are that high, because it really wants to do that realism. But it's really fun, though. It's something that I could definitely go to like, another target practice thing, or be like, hey, I feel like airsofting, I'm just gonna play this thing. I did worry a little bit of the wobbliness of the cam to be like a little bit over the top, but it was actually doable. It was really doable to do things, so I'm really happy with that. But yeah, sadly enough, I don't have a lot of time left to be streaming. Sorry, I overslept. I know, that's my bad. No, it's nice to be able to spend time with you guys as well, no matter what we do, so. But yeah, I wanted to start like around like 5-ish p.m., but I woke up at 6:30, so I was like, well, shit. Alright, but yeah, for tomorrow I'll try to actually wake up in time. Or at a correct time, rather. But also, hopefully by then, the other games that we wanted to play will work. You know, time splitters, and maybe they will already work, like by the time that I'm at work. Maybe they already work. But then again, we don't have time enough to be, doing things. Let's see. Yeah, at the moment, things are being, no, so there's a major outage going on right now. Or, some connections here and there. You know, that kind of sucks though for online, no, not online play, but for Wild Assault specifically, that you kind of play offline or something like that, just to like check on things. Like, you need to be connected to their server in order to even like open up the game, technically speaking. You know, it's not that you can just like go to the offline, like, you know, the settings or what character loadouts, you know, all that kind of stuff. But you need to be logged in first before I can really access the game, which kind of sucks though. Why the salt? Wait, which one? The yeah, if you go to the store page, is it the fox lady that you see? Yeah, I know. There's a lot going on with that game. Thing is, who do you think will? Hang on, let's go to their website. There should be a website with their characters, right? All right, this is somewhat of a roster. I mean, there's more, but who do you think that I'm main of this bunch? Hang on, let me make myself tiny. Like, of this collective bunch here, who do you guys think that I'm main? What game is this? Can you read? Actually, the second one from the left, the skunk, she's like stupid OP. Like she has like a shitload of damage over time stuff, so there's actually two characters that I main, but there's still like someone that I will go to more than the other. But I indeed main the I main the bunny. The bunny is the medic. Like, she's very useful in like all situations. Plus, like, her healing is so it's so stupid. But her first weapon that she starts with is a, you know, the Russian World War II weapon, the submachine gun. What do you call it? The Papasha 41. It's not the PPSH, because that's not how you're supposed to say it. But that one, right? So that's a really cool weapon. I've always found that, like, especially in Call of Duty, World at War, super cool weapon. Not my favorite weapon in the game, but the spray and pray on that gun was insane. But yeah, that's the weapon that you start with this character, which is cool. The second one that I would main would be the sniper, which is completely on the left. Not a one-shot sniper. You can get a one-shot sniper, but you need to play like so many fucking games with this dude. But it's like it's a one-shot if headshot, otherwise it's a two-shot. But the bunny though, very consistent with a lot of things. The skunk is OP. Tiger, like in melee range, is so stupid. Like he is so mobile and agile. Like same with the fox here. Like they're squishy as hell, but they're super mobile. And then you got the more tanky dudes on the right. Like, they still die quite quickly, and that was a little bit of an issue that I had with the game. Because they're not as fast, they have huge hitboxes, so everyone can hit them consistently all the time. But they die almost as quickly as almost everything else in the game. Which is a bit of a letdown. I would expect tankier characters to be actually surviving shit. But yeah, the bow, like, I remember Lunta playing as the bow, which has a very handy charge ability. But yeah, the wolf was kind of OP because he technically has wall hacks, because when he has that ability, he can just be like, oh, everyone is over there, I can see them. So yeah, it's kind of OP. But of course you need to land your shots. But if you, like, you can snipe people from across the map. You can snipe people from across the map. Like, as long as you can see them, you can hit them. No matter what the distance is, and it's absolutely crazy with this. And the there's like no damage fall off or something like that in terms of distance. So you can just snipe people from across the map and be like, oh, okay. Of course, very hard to hit, but very satisfying. But again, the game, or the gunplay in this game, very satisfying. The bouncing, though, is absolutely terrible. I don't know, like, how it is now, because last time I played, one, the game was stable. But not last time, but the time before that. When the first, like, demo thingy was available. The game ran fine. The issue that I had is that you have these capture points that would randomly spawn in certain areas, and the randomness of that is so stupid that it can sometimes drop far away from the opposing team. Like, for example, you would be like on one side of the map, and then you capture one point, or you have like this objective thing, and it spawns like randomly at the, like, in the enemy base, which is like super unfair, because by the time you got there, they already completed the objective, and then it goes like back and forth like that. So the randomness is sometimes a little bit, you know, where the objectives spawn, I feel like has to be a little bit more neutral and not directly on literally someone, like some team spawn. Right, and again, some bouncing really needs to happen. The skunk, again, was absolutely stupid. Like, she was good at everything. So I hope that things will be more balanced out. But apparently the game is now currently mostly positive, so I think slowly but surely they're working their way up, so that's good. Yeah, the neutral event exactly was absolutely not neutral. But yeah, some bouncing. I'm expecting the tankier characters to be, well, tankier. The nimble characters, you know, squishy as hell, but still, yeah, you know, deal enough damage, have enough mobility to dodge and weave and whatever. But that's why I like the bunny. Like, she's not exactly, like, she is nimble, one of the more nimble characters, but it's not like crazy shit like the tiger or the fox lady.
(1991). Years of war finally concluded, and peace arrived. Peace. Something precious, yet fleeting. Soon, legions and forces are drawn here, and the tension was on the edge.
デソレードレキオンインポジションエンゲージング
Roger that.
Теперь Миха!
You've pissed me off. Let's move.
Face me! Woohoo!
I got you in my sight.
Welcome to my lab.
19.
I mean, like, again, the gunplay, though, is really satisfying, at least. I'm happy with that. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why I was hoping that the tankier characters actually have, like, equally as much of a gimmick as literally every other character in the game. But they don't. And that really sucks, though. But yeah, I got the game. It's on sale, so I'm like, yeah, we'll see how things go. But on their roadmap at the moment, what they are expecting. So yeah, more balancing and shenanigans and whatever. An improved FOMO, free season pass system. So yeah, so that you don't miss on the shenanigans of previous battle passes, which is good. But yeah, has a lot of potential as far as I can see. There's a lot of people that do vote positively, but there's also a lot of negative stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, for EU, it is indeed a little bit dead. You can play with bots, but then again, you can just play with friends at least. But at the moment, yeah, you're basically encountering the same folks over and over again in the EU part. So I feel like, yeah, if you go to different servers, I don't know, like I don't remember how horrid the lag was if we went to a different server. Custom lobbies will be something that they will be adding later, apparently, from what I've seen. And then, again, the game would instantly, like, go up in ratings, in my opinion, like, for me at least, to be able to have custom games. That would be really fun to then just play with the community. And again, considering that it's a Battlefield-ish game, you can have a shitload of players in. But yeah, basically what the vast majority of players are also saying is just like, it's a fun, like, turn your brain off kind of game. Nothing to be going like super sweaty about. So yeah, just like a casual, fun gun, silly game, in my opinion. Of course, they definitely need to do something about the balancing because sometimes it's just stupid. But aside from that, it's just literally left click fun. Yeah, I won't have time though, Rainier, to be, I won't have time to be playing because I'll have to sign off for now. Need to prep for work, eat, and get some things in order as well in terms of, you know, some food for later today at work. So yeah, gotta be on that. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow that I will actually be awake sooner. But thank you so very much, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys want to DM me, you always can. If there is anything that I can do to help you out with, let me know. So for the time being, I would say do take care, have a good night's rest, stick around for the raid, and remember that I love you all for being you.
Sets by, say, 1950s, 1917.